Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I truly appreciate you joining me. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today is a different kind of video. I'm going to be demonstrating a really cool embossing folder technique that I saw on YouTube. And if I come across that video again, I'm going to include it in the description box below. So let me show you a couple of cards that I somewhat completed using this really cool technique. So here's one of the cards, and I'll be showing you specifically how I accomplished this look. So this is done with an embossing folder and some distress ink, and I'll go into detail in a minute how I did that. And then here's another one, same thing. So I really think this is a really cool idea. Well, I thought it would be cool to pull out a fall-looking embossing folder. So I pulled out this embossing folder that has a bunch of leaves, and I thought, let me use some colors that are fall colors, and then ran it through my embossing folder. But let me show you how I accomplished this particular look. So before I actually do it, let me show you the stuff that I'm using. Of course, I'm using this embossing folder. I am using these distress inks. And then I'm also using this archival ink, which actually I just purchased that from Hobby Lobby on clearance. So that was a great find. It came in a pack of 4. And I am using my embossing folder machine. So this is the Sizzix Boutique, and all it's used for is embossing. That's all it's used for. So, and that is all I use it for. And then here are the plates. But I'm going to demonstrate all of that when I get to that point. This is a template that I keep in my craft room when I want to cut out a card front or a card insert. So that's that. And then some photo paper. That's different from the video you're going to see the woman demonstrating this technique. I did a little different twist on this using photo paper. All right, let me pause the camera and let me show you how I do this embossing folder technique. All right, this is the coolest embossing folder technique that I've seen. And again, the lady that did this technique used cardstock. I thought it would be cool to use photo paper. And I have used photo paper with distress ink before, and I love the way it turns out. But this is just a whole different idea. So here's my photo paper that I cut down to card front size, okay, the shiny side up. And then I'm going to take these distress inks, and I'm just going to randomly put them on. So I'm going to use this color, and these are some colors that I just think are fun for fall. Just randomly, just wherever you want to put these colors. So there's no rhyme or reason how to put these on here, just however you want to put them. And you can use any color of inks for this technique. And just however you want to apply them. And you can use any embossing folder too, which is fun. Okay, just gonna go and add. And now I see some like white spots, so I'm just gonna kind of try to blend some of this in so you don't see any of that white. And I might come in with some more red. So you can add. I'm going to add some more red because I like that color, or whatever color that was. Really pretty fall colors. You can also use a blending brush with this, however you want to apply it. I just get my distress ink and just apply it. I'm going to use a little bit more of this just to kind of go in here. I think that looks pretty good. Again, it's just random, whatever you think. And I was using this silicone mat that I got from Dollar Tree just to protect my work surface. Then what you do is you get your embossing folder and you lay your photo paper in it. Now this is a 5x7 embossing folder, so just lay it in here. You don't have to lay it in there perfectly, but what I'm going to do, and this is important, is I'm going to tape the photo paper down on an edge because you don't want this to move. So let me try to do this just a real tiny, just so it doesn't move in there. Then you can actually just run this through your machine like this, but if you want more of the detail of the leaf to come out, you use an ink on the raised side. So I'm going to bring this over because I'm a messy crafter, and oh, let me see, I lifted my embossing folder. Let me retape this down real quickly. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with my dark brown, and you can use any color. You can use black, whatever color you want to use. And just apply the ink on your embossing folder like this. Okay. Just get a real generous amount of ink on there. All right. Then what you want to do is close your embossing folder, and then you want to run it through your machine. Put it in your sandwich, whatever your machine calls for. Now I want more pressure to have on this plate, so I use some shims, and all I'm using is index cards, and I use about 3 of them. Now if your machine doesn't roll easily, don't do this. So whatever your machine calls for, use those instructions. But I've tried this, so this works out. And I'm just going to roll it through. Okay. And take the shims off, take the plates off, and we'll see what we have. Now, the reason you want to have tape on there is because if you want to re-ink this and have a darker outline of the impressions, then you can re-ink it, close it back down, and run it through again. So there is the card front I created using Distress Ink, photo paper, embossing folder. Isn't that really cool? And then I can turn that into a card of any kind. You can add a sentiment on there, other embellishments. So I really think this is really cool. So I'm going to take it off because I think I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm using this tape that's like temporary tape. So I think you can see the detail on there. So that's pretty cool. And again, if you want darker lines where your embossing folder is raised, then you can apply more ink. All right. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial where you use embossing folders, photo paper, and Distress Ink. I think it's a really cool technique. All right, enjoy playing with your embossing folders. Thanks for hanging out with me for just a bit. Till next time, be safe, be happy, be positive, and you guys rock.